Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. The fated day has arrived. Honkai Nexus Anima finally posted something. Yay! Okay, thoughts. First, I haven't watched any of the trailers. If I'm not mistaken, there are two trailers. The first is the Nexus Bond teaser side by side, and the second is a gameplay preview, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm very excited to see. There has been some leaks for a couple of days on social media. And I won't pretend that I haven't saw any. I saw some images, so I kinda have a vague idea about the game, about the gameplay and what it wants to be. But I'm not gonna say anything until I saw the trailers for myself and can confirm. I also saw that Hoyo posted some character designs. I saw people losing their minds over them on X this morning. I only saw some of the designs while scrolling. I never stopped to look too much at them or analyze them, so I am pretty much going... I wanted to watch these trailers as blind as possible. But I will admit that I saw some of the leaked images and some of the character designs, so I think I have a vague idea about the game. But yeah, this is actually the 5th game in the Honkai series. And yeah, I'm very curious to see what Hoyo is cooking with this one. I honestly do not know how to feel about Honkai Nexus Anima. I would lie if I said that I am as excited as I was when they announced Honkai Star Rail. Honestly, I really do not know how to tackle this game. But first of all, let's watch the trailers and see if Hoyo can surprise me. Okay. Work in progress, subject to change. Looks very good, very cartoony. Kinda reminds me of Azure Promilia, in a way. But I like it, very colorful. I'm not very sold on the designs of the Pokemons or the creatures or whatever they are. Alright, the music is very Honkai-esque, if I can say. What's this? There was a knight there, and again this character, we saw her in the beginning. I think it's the purple hair, but when I saw her, my first thought was, is this Honkai Nexus Anima? Is this a Mei character variant? But I don't think so. Nexus Bond test. So I'm assuming by context that bonds are the little creatures. Like I said, I like the graphics, very alive, very colorful, reminds me of Azure Promilia. a very cheerful game, right? By the looks of it, but we always know that appearances when it comes to the Honkai series are always deceiving. But I don't think this game will be as dark and depressing as Honkai Impact Third and Honkai Star Rail. I mean, given not even those games are very dark, but there are some moments when they really like to explore some dark themes, right? Both in Honkai Impact Third and Honkai Star Rail. I don't think this game will be like that. It seems a lot more casual, a lot more cheery. Anyway, the design of the creatures, again, very bright, very cheery, very colorful. I'm not really the biggest fan, to be honest, of the designs. I'll be honest with you, if I were to see this trailer and have no context about it, that it's a Honkai game or what, my first thought would be this is a game for kids. I mean, maybe the designs will grow on me. I like the characters. I like how this blue-haired girl looks. I don't know what's the deal with the toasts on the head guy, but he looks pretty unique. And we can see a couple more characters in the background. And I think this guy with the umbrella was teased a while back. It was on the image for a recruitment announcement. But yeah, anyway, this was my impression about the Nexus Bond test. Now, let's watch the gameplay trailer, which is something that I'm way more excited about. Alright, so here we are with the in-game footage from Honkai Nexus Anima. Now this is something that I'm really curious about. I want to see the gameplay mainly, and more about the world and the character and how the game is going to function. So, without further ado, let's go. Hey Kiana! Okay, so you can ride your Pokemons or your bonds, how they called. Right, you can ride them in the city, and I'm assuming the people who have this sword icon above their head, you can challenge them to a bond fight. But it's a really neat detail that you can ride your bonds through the city. The game is under development. This Nexus Bond test is available in 5 languages: simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, English, Japanese, and Korean. I see. Well, those are the standard languages. Looking at the icons, I see that you have the R button for, I'm assuming this is for mounting, E is some kind of skill, and Shift for running. And again, the standard Hoyo Gacha Y on the top. Very reminiscent of Star Rail, honestly. And Honkai Impact Third Part 2. Which makes sense, it's a Honkai game, what did I expect? Anyway, let's continue. Again, the graphics look very good, the city looks good. Okay, and you can use your bonds also to glide, like we saw Kiana in the beginning. You can sit on the bench, very cool. Okay, I assume that you can use the benches to pass time, right? This is all in-game stuff, so it's not edited, not nothing. What we see right here, it's what we can do in the game. And from what I see, I'm assuming this entire game takes place inside one city, which it kind of reminds me of ZZZ in this aspect. But one other aspect that I like is that you can have your bonds come out with you. Again, that sword icon. I'm assuming you can challenge those bonds and fight them and maybe even catch them. I don't know. Okay, another new character. Not the biggest fan of the design. But I assume for this cutesy game it kinda works. Okay, you can apparently you can customize your character. So is this your main character? I'm assuming yes. So this is the first HoYoverse game where you can... What was that? You can throw cakes at people's faces. Okay, some of these bonds are really cute. Mini games. Okay. What is this? You're demolishing houses? Hey, they gave us a donut. How sweet. Okay, finally, yes. So this is something that I saw in the leaked screenshots. This looks like an auto battler, like TFT. And like many events that we had in Honkai Impact Earth, and also I saw that ZZZ and Genshin also had some auto battler events. But yeah, this is what I wanted to confirm for myself. Now, the question is, how will the gacha work? Will gacha for characters, for bonds, for both? How do you build the team? Because I think it can get a little tricky with the gacha aspect in this kind of games. Alright. And again the same image. So it is an auto battler, which is interesting. So I have a few thoughts. First of all, the game is clearly inspired by TFT. Of course, TFT is not the first auto chess, auto battler out there, but you can't deny that it's the game that kinda made the genre more popular. And I also played TFT a lot, and I really enjoyed the game. Back in my heydays, when I was a young homo wandering the plains. But yeah, it looks interesting. Now, what I'm wondering, Hoyo, as far as I know, didn't make any announcement regarding the monetization for this game. So how sure are we that this is a gacha game? I know it's HoYoverse, so the chances are that it's 99% a gacha game, but maybe that 1% it could be just a regular game in the TFT style, and they could make money by implementing cosmetics and I don't know, other stuff. And because it's very weird, because I don't think that gacha as a monetization scheme and auto chess, auto battlers as a genre go very well together. Because I still remember during my TFT days, it's fun in the beginning, but after a certain point people discover the meta, and you will see the same 2 or 3 comps every time, especially if you are climbing the ladder. So if those comps are locked behind gacha, it might be a problem for free-to-play players. And at that point, let me be honest, why not play TFT instead, which gives you the full experience from the start, and you don't have to run around and beat yourself up with the gacha. I don't know, it's interesting in concept. I also saw that they already preparing for a Nexus Bond test, which is basically a beta, and I want to try the game. I want to play it, of course, and give you my thoughts, even make a few videos here and there about the story and the lore, how it ties to the greater Honkai universe as a whole. I even made a post yesterday on Twitter that I really hope that this will be a chill game without many lore implications and such. And I still think that is a pretty chill game. I don't think it will be as heavy as Honkai Impact Third and Honkai Star Rail when it comes to lore and exposition and world building. Of course, it will still have, and will probably even have, some things that will tie in with the other Honkai games. But I don't think that will be the main focus, like in Star Rail and HI3, which from my perspective are primarily story-focused games. This seems a lot more chill. You just hop on, you fight a round of 2 with your bonds, and you go on with your day. Now, am I very excited for the game? Yes and no. Yes, I am excited, but for the first look, it's not really my cup of tea, so I do not know yet if I will be playing this or covering this long term. I'll definitely have to try it for myself first. And second of all, I also, like I said in the beginning, saw that they also released some characters and even some lore about the game and those characters, which I want to check out. But I want to do it in this video. I will make another video with all the new characters and all the lore of Nexus Anima that they revealed now, and try to present it in a comprehensive manner. But yeah, these are my reactions and first impressions. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I want to try the game out. I want to see how they expand the lore of the Honkai universe. I want to see more familiar faces in the game, because we haven't seen anyone else besides Kiana and Blade thus far. The game isn't really for me, I think so, and I'm not the biggest fan of the designs of the bonds, and I really want to see how will they handle this monetization, because, like I said, if this is a gacha game, I think that there's no reason for you to play this over TFT, honestly. But yeah, this is all for me. Let me know your opinion, your thoughts about the game in the comments. Will you play it? Are you interested in the lore of the game? Do you want me to cover it on the channel? And I'll see you guys next time. Homu out.